Welcome back to Choppin' It Up with Lil Ron. Today in the studio, as we basically wrap up season 1, I had a guest that I had to save for close to the end.
Aww.
This guest is very special, and she's one of my sisters, man. And I want you guys to welcome the one and only Mikhail Rose.
Oh, thank you. Hey,
Yes.
y'all. Thank you for having me.
I couldn't wait to get you back on the show. You know, we did our first episode, which we did on the Partition, which you actually aired, and a lot of stuff has transpired between both of us from then and now.
Yes.
You got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm gonna go over everything I can in this episode. But for the people that don't know who Mikhail Rose is on my channel, can you kind of give them like a quick synopsis of who you are?
I would love to do that, and thank you. But before I do that, if you don't mind me saying, congratulations on all of your amazing success, from the plaques to the new shows, the documentary, the movie. Congratulations, you're amazing.
Without that team, man, I'm not lying. Without Iconix, Kato, Richard, T. Carter, Booker, man, without Shaw's them, man, it wouldn't be nothing. And you always, anytime I have something, you always tag people in, and you always spread the love. We always help each other. So I'm looking forward to that. Then I got my movie coming out at the beginning of the year.
Just don't stop.
Yes.
Lil Ron is the one. So I'm here to chop it up with Lil Ron a little bit. But for your viewers that don't know me, my name is Mikhail Rose, singer, songwriter, EDM recording artist, actress, co-host of Iconix Radio. I also have my own podcast, Rose Chronicles Podcast.
I love that show.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And, I have my own business, Luxury Mobile Sauna, as well as, again, Iconix Radio. So, I'm just a little country girl trying to do a thing out here in these streets.
I really love your drive and everything you do, from crossing over from the R&B to the EDM now, doing that transition, and your music is flawless to me.
Thank you.
Some people sleep on your stuff and not knowing you actually have good hits that people just don't know. You got the husband that's a super producer, man.
Yes, he is.
That man is wonderful. Actually, he's responsible for the kickz&trickz soundtrack. Man, that guy actually hooks everything up. But what I do want to talk about is, tell us a little bit about this movie. The documentary you're working on.
Oh, wow. Thank you for asking about that. So currently right now we're filming a documentary on Cecil Shaw Jr. Cecil Shaw Jr. is a he was a Soul Train performing artist.
Whoa, Cecil that was in the circle of Ray Charles?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Cecil Shaw Senior is his father, brother Cecil Shaw Senior, and he wrote and did songs with Ray Charles. Cecil Shaw Jr. also toured around with his dad and was also in the same rooms and wrote and played with the main ingredients, the Delphonics, Ray Charles himself, and Stevie Wonder. He has an amazing resume right here from Houston.
Houston's own.
Yes, Houston's own. Yeah. So he's still here amongst the living, thank God.
Yes.
He suffered 2 strokes last year, and so we were able to get with him, and we've been working on this documentary. We have Houston's own Archie Bell from Archie Bell and the Drills.
They got a song I like. that Tighten Up.
Tighten Up. Yes. That's it. I mean, we have a lot of Houston gems, here, such as yourself.
Hey,
you're definitely a gem. You're so amazing, and so it's always good to document and talk about history, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's creators. But a lot of the OGs in the game come from Houston. So
H-Town, we got stuff too. I mean, some people think because of H-Town, they think about Beyonce.
That's right.
Scarface.
That's right.
Slim Thug.
That's right.
Michael Watts.
Yeah.
DJ Screw.
That's it.
They think about just those names that they hear. UGK. Even though UGK is from Port Arthur, still we embrace them as Houston artists and stuff.
That's right. This they home.
Yeah, this is their home. But your music.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're that 3 2, 1.
Yes, thank you for talking about that because I'm so proud of the drastic switchover, the transition we did from R&B into EDM. It was scary, but you know, I'm an adventurous type of girl. You know, I'm a Libra. I'm always weighing out the scales, and it's just been exciting. And we were able to get the single submitted to the Grammys, to the Recording Academy this year. So
I seen that.
I didn't get it this year, but that's okay. We're going to be back, you know, 2022, 2023. We coming for you.
ain't nothing wrong with it. You know,
yeah, we just getting started.
Me, I like strawberries and whipped cream. I'm so sorry.
That is my jam. Let me tell you. So what I love so much about strawberries and whipped cream is that it put me in the mood of that baby making music, like that 90s music. So shout out to Mr. Iconix, my amazing producer, partner in crime, and my hubby wubby.
That's right.
He came up, he brought me the track, and for me, I'm the type of writer that I let the music talk to me. I don't I can write, just ghost write, but I love to listen to a track first. And when I heard that track, I was like, this is some freaky good stuff. So I was like, you know, I wanted to keep it clean, you know, as well. But strawberries and whipped cream, it was birthed. And we actually made a couple of babies off that song. Not me and my husband, but some people got, it was some babies came off of that song.
And you know, speaking of writing.
True story.
Speaking of writing, you actually was writing some songs that you was basically going to get to Megan Thee Stallion. It didn't get picked.
Correct. So we were actually, and wow.
I don't forget anything. That's one thing about me.
Okay, so amazingly, we were working with an amazing publicist from New York City. Her name is Richardine Barty, Grunge Cake. Shout out to Richardine. So me and my husband, we were offered the opportunity to write some songs and present them to Megan Thee Stallion, Jules Santana, and one of the songs actually did get picked. But it didn't make it in time for, because they were getting the album together. It was like a deadline. So it didn't get picked for particular reasons, but she loved what I did. I heard to the grapevine, it was definitely one of the songs that she liked. And being from Houston, we freestylers, we creators, so we make it happen. So I love to write, so.
But God do everything for a reason.
He does.
If it was meant for her to have it,
he does.
It'll be totally different. He has his time and place when he wants something to be and how he want it to be and go from there.
Yeah.
Next thing I want to talk to you about, Rose Chronicles. That show is fire. I was happy that I was actually a part of one of the episodes when it aired.
Yeah.
I love that show. And people that sleep on Rose Chronicles, that's a show that you need to watch because she goes in deep with the artists and the local people, with business owners. This lady, she actually goes in detail. And I respect that.
Thank you.
It's clean cut. It's family oriented. You ain't got to worry about hiding your kids.
Oh, yeah. I want the kid. Thank you for that, because I actually, the reason I started Rose Chronicles originally, before I lost my mother last year in 2020, I started a podcast, and, it was just me just kind of talking about things that I wasn't hearing people talk about, like the uncomfortable conversations. And so the most vulnerable moment in my life was when I lost my mother last year, and my grandmother, I lost her like 10 days prior. So it was like a boom, boom, right? And so I had to find a way to talk about my growth and how I got through, the most vulnerable and most difficult time in my life, and from losing my job to losing my mother, my grandmother, to losing like gigs, like not being able to do music. A lot of things started to settle in, and I just really started focusing on being vulnerable and telling the truth and talking about my process and talking about me getting married during the pandemic on my mother's birthday.
And matter of fact, speaking of marriage,
you was there.
I was at the wedding.
You was at the wedding?
Yes, I was there.
And we had some good barbecue too.
Yes.
Because Ron took home some plates.
I took home too. I even remember the balloons that we lit and they went up in the air.
In memory of my mother.
Yes, I remember that. I was there.
Love you. Thank you. So it's my podcast is literally about growth and talking about the uncomfortable conversations that we don't hear about, whether it's a bad relationship, being with family, being with, business, whatever. We all have to grow, and this life is a journey, and you either learning or you losing.
That's right. A lot of people, they don't learn, they lose.
It's true.
Speaking of relationships, I was supposed to be working with you and your husband on a relationship podcast.
I can't wait.
Man, that's going to be fire.
It's going to be good.
Yes.
I mean, listen, I think that relationships, they can definitely work, but it takes two people to make it work. And whether it's a business relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, friendship, whatever, two people have to make that thing, happen and make it make sense.
Well, I actually say 3. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because
I know where he's going. I like it.
The way I look at it is, it's the husband, it's the wife, and it's your savior.
That's right.
When you take your savior out of the picture, it's unbalanced.
Oh,
so you're a Libra.
Y'all see where this going? Look. Yep.
So
I love it.
You're a Libra. So a Libra likes to stay balanced. My dad was an actual Libra, so I know they like to stay balanced.
Yeah.
They don't like to go off the scale.
No, we don't.
Y'all want to be right.
I love that. Thank you. You just balanced me out again.
Yes.
I love it. But thank you for that. So yeah, I definitely look forward to partnering up with you on that. We're gonna make history.
Man, we're gonna make magic.
Let's do it.
And matter of fact, speaking of magic, the documentary that I have planned it, and the stuff that I want to put in there with you is going to be tremendous. Even though it kind of offset me a little bit, I just recently had death in my family. I just had a cousin of mine.
My condolences.
Yeah, he just passed away, 18-wheeler. He was driving it, and long story short, he sacrificed his life to save somebody else.
Wow.
And he's no longer here with us. So, therefore, that kind of offset me. But no matter what, I still kept the filming. We still got everything we got going.
Making it happen.
Yes. But when God closes a door, he opens up another.
He does. He truly does.
I want to make sure I get everything out that we need to get out. I definitely want the people to support you in your project that you have with that documentary, because that documentary you doing, anybody could have done that, but everybody haven't came and stepped up to the plate to do it.
So true.
And that's your mentor. So you can say, hey, this is my mentor. I want to do this right here. And that's your hard-earned blood, sweat, tears.
And do you, thank you for that. But I just want to say, shout out to Councilwoman Letitia Plummer and brother Deloyd Parker from the Shape Center. They're also a part of this documentary. And it's amazing.
That's what I
so
seen
much
at the boxing ring. They were sitting at the little boxing gym.
Yes. So shout out to them. Houston's own amazing councilwoman, and the brother Deloyd Parker, amazing historical activist.
Man, we need to get him on the show. Megan just said it. Come on to the show.
Brother Deloyd, yes, for sure.
We need to get him on the show so we can actually talk, so they can basically tell us about that experience. Yeah. But now we come to our segment. Now, normally earlier in the season, I would do like the top 5. Top 5 artists that you like. But in remembrance of my cousin, I will change that. The name will be Leon's Top 5.
Leon's Top 5?
Yes. So tell me, what would be your Leon's Top 5 artists, dead or alive?
Okay.
Who you would pick?
Tupac.
Hold on, brush. Wait. I don't want to laugh. Everybody that know me, I'm a Tupac fan. When they say that Tupac,
listen, Tupac is music royalty. Like, you can't say music without mentioning Tupac Shakur. I mean, as a person of melanated, but you got to, like, he's that one for me. He's that one for me.
His message,
his life, everything about him from so Pac, period.
Pac, okay. Pac is what it is.
Yeah. And then I would have to say Jay-Z.
Okay, Jay-Z.
I love Jay-Z.
Actually,
Beyonce.
speaking of Jay-Z, I hate to cut you off. I just read he is the first hip-hop artist to be nominated for the most. I just seen that the other day.
Yep. And the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he just got inducted. Yes.
Long time overdue. Also, the queen herself, Beyonce. I love Beyonce as well. Yes. And one of my favorites of all times, Tina Turner.
Hey.
The Queen, also inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Matter of fact,
yes.
People need to check out the footage of Mikael Rose. She did some Proud Mary and stuff.
I love
you was in New Orleans, right? When you did that.
Honey, yes.
So that's 4.
And then I'm gonna have to shut it down with the one and only Mary J. Blige.
Oh man, I hate to say I was listening to, me, that song that she got called Mr. Wrong?
Yeah.
But when I listen to it, in my mind, it says Mr. Ron. Me and Mr. Ron get along so good. Yeah.
Mary, let me find out.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. So yes, Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige. And also too, on the show that she has, she's also partnered up with kickz&trickz and Chopping It Up with LaRon in a Partition. We're actually working together to give away an iPhone 13 too.
That's right.
Yes, and then a lot of people, they don't really know that we do giveaways. We really do those giveaways to people. True. So how can the people find you? Tell us how they can find you.
Okay, here we go, guys. So in order to find me, please go to, on my Instagram, MICCROSE. Also, Iconix Radio. That's ICONIX Radio on Instagram. Go and follow us on Rose Chronicles Podcast, ROSE Chronicles podcast is long. And then also please go and check us out and subscribe on our YouTube page, Iconix Radio, as well. You can find everything there. Any link that you see, click it and it'll take you to something new and better. So,
and you're right. Hey, please subscribe to their channel.
Yes.
Like you support me, please support all the artists, all the book writers, everybody that come on that have channels, please support them. Right. We need to support each other because we all have good content. And a lot of times people miss out on a lot of stuff because they never subscribe.
That's right.
If you can subscribe to these people that be on here doing violence and doing
people that don't know you,
that don't even know you, and just doing nonsense and doing all these challenges, you can subscribe to somebody's page. It won't cost you nothing. It don't even cost you anything just to do it. So that right there, in a nutshell, is what it is. But I was happy to have you on the show, and I thank you very much for coming on. And by the way, she's filming actually right now as I speak. So she stopped what she was doing just to come on the show so we can do this actual episode. So I will bring you back in the next season. You best believe, because we want to update about the movie and stuff. And hopefully you'll have another song you'll be dropping.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
The next single is actually unisex.
For real?
So yeah, we've also teamed up with Trill Neil. We've also teamed up with DJ Durkish. He also has we do his DJ Durkish mix, his dance mix every Thursday at 9:00 on Iconix Radio. So tune into that because it's amazing. But they're definitely going to be on the next album.
Okay, cool. So, and until next time, always remember, anything is possible. Until next time, thank you. We out. Peace. Bye.